Otherwise, you might run into trouble on the way. If the train breaks down somewhere, it will be a disaster for everyone on board. But my brother, even the bus could get a flat tire on the way. Buses here, mashallah, run at rocket speed. Even the probability of a bus reaching its destination is low. So you can't taunt someone by saying, don't go. These things are in Allah's hands. That's why it said, first make your effort, then put your trust in Allah. Now, there's another important point that comes with this. So, once you have made your effort and decided on something after consultation, and everything is settled, then you shouldn't hesitate or back out in the middle. You just have to go through with it. And if after that the result turns out to be unfavorable, you can't say, I didn't give advice, or I did give advice. After all, you were the one who made the decision. So you have to protect your own decisions. This is a very important verse. Once you have made up your mind about something, then put your trust in Allah. Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel. Later, you will learn a prayer in Surah Al-Imran, verse 179, where it says, we have put our trust in Allah. He is the best disposer of affairs. Indeed, Allah loves those who put their trust in Him. That means you must take all necessary measures. And then, where should your gaze be fixed? On the one who causes all causes, musabbib al-asbab. Trust in Allah means you don't just do nothing. Look at how many steps have been mentioned. After doing all this, you must consult, then make a firm decision, and then put your trust in Allah. That's what real trust is, not just blind reliance. Like the hadith in Jami at-Tirmidhi, first tie your camel, then put your trust in Allah. So obviously you have to take all necessary measures. Let me tell you something very important here. Something quite interesting. Remember the senior officer I mentioned, the director? One day he was explaining this to us in the same way. Since he was also attached to the Tablighi Jamaat, he shared a story about Hazrat Abdul Rahim, may Allah have mercy on him, who was the leader of the Tablighi Jamaat and passed away just a few years ago. He said, once we were sitting with Haji Sahib, and it was his habit to consult others before sending out groups in the Tablighi Jamaat. By the way, their system of consultation and organization is really impressive. Some people may disagree with their teachings, but their system is, mashallah, very strong. So Haji Sahib would consult others. Should we send this group by train, by bus, or arrange a private car? He would seek advice on this. When groups had to travel far, he would say that during the consultation, different people would give their opinion. Some said to go by bus, others said to go on foot. They even had groups that traveled on foot. They walk for hundreds of kilometers as part of their mission. Someone suggested we should take the train. Ultimately, it was decided that the group would travel by train. The decision was made. After the decision was made, Haji Sahib went back to those who had suggested taking the bus and asked them again, so tell me, which mode of travel should we choose? And they replied, by bus. He said, now that the decision has been made, you should also say train, so that unity is not broken. This advice was only until the decision was made. Once the decision was made, even the one who suggested the bus said train. The one who originally said train, of course, stuck with train. And even those who wanted to go on foot agreed, saying, no, train is better. Otherwise, we might run into trouble along the way. If the train breaks down somewhere, then the one who vouched for the train will be in trouble. But my brother, even the bus could get a flat tire along the way. Buses here, mashallah, run at rocket speed. The chances of recognizing the bus or predicting its probability are also low. So you can't really blame anyone for telling you. It's all from Allah, that's why it said. The benefit is greatness. Once you make a firm decision, then you must put your trust in Allah. Whatever the result may be, accept it with sportsmanship. There is a hadith in the chapter on destiny, in Sahih Muslim Imam. Muslim has included almost 60 hadiths on the topic of destiny, and this is the last hadith in that chapter. In my opinion, this hadith from the book of Qadr chapter should be written in golden letters and displayed at crossroads. It should be written that this is a hadith from Sahih Muslim. The noble prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, O Abu Huraira, strive with all your utmost effort and diligent exertion to attain that which truly benefits you in this life. And the hereafter, do not be lazy or indolent. Do not be negligent or heedless. And always seek the divine help and assistance from Allah, the Almighty. Even then, if the result goes against you, do not say, if I had done this, then that would have happened. If I had done that, then this would have happened. These ifs and buts open the door to Satan. This is exactly what even the English do. They first create feasibility. They put 80% profit on feasibility, and 20% is their actual cost of doing the work. It shouldn't be that while sitting at home, you suddenly find out that a problem has arisen there. This is what happens with many of our projects. So what are the words here? Whatever brings you benefit in this world, and the hereafter in general, you should strive for it. You shouldn't be lazy. You shouldn't be sluggish. It's not like you just recite some prayers over a blank piece of paper, blow on it, and then expect things to happen. Because of these people, he manages to get through. He passes. He comes to me. Don't just rely on prayers for this. A proactive approach is absolutely essential. Someone will inevitably pass away, and it is crucial to be prepared and diligent. Therefore, do not succumb to laziness or become negligent in your responsibilities. You must actively make a concerted effort in all your endeavors simultaneously, and this is equally vital. You must seek divine assistance and help from Allah the Almighty. Never under any circumstances give up trying, even when you are in the midst of significant challenges or feel overwhelmed. Both these fundamental principles, making an earnest effort and seeking divine help, must go hand in hand, working in perfect synergy. Do not leave everything solely to fate, believing that your actions are inconsequential. Conversely, do not fall into the trap of thinking that your own efforts are the absolute entirety of everything, and that divine will plays no role. Historically, this was a stance of the Qadariya, who erroneously believed that fate is nothing and human will is everything. On the other extreme, the Jabriya asserted that fate is everything, and human beings do nothing at all, being mere puppets. The balanced and correct position of Ahl-Sunnah wal Jama'ah, the people of the Sunnah and the community, is a nuanced one, situated wisely in between these two extremes. It acknowledges that some matters Allah has indeed tied to destiny and His divine decree, while other aspects are intrinsically connected to our diligent efforts and choices. The ultimate result, therefore, emerges from the harmonious combination of both divine decree and human endeavor working together. Otherwise, if our will had no significance whatsoever, the entire case of the prophets who were sent to guide humanity and the whole case of the revealed books, which contain divine commandments and guidance, would become utterly meaningless and redundant. The Holy Quran repeatedly and emphatically emphasizes this crucial point, stating, for instance, "And those who strive for us." It does not say those who sleep in the morning, those who are idle, or those who do nothing at all. Rather, it clearly states those who strive diligently in our way, we will most certainly open our paths for them, guiding them to success and righteousness.